This is the review of the Ballistic Advantage 16-inch bead blasted, heavy fluted 223 Wylde 1-8 twist barrel. It shoots really good, especially with this ammunition. That is 77 grain OTM by AAC precision ammo. And that's definitely what shoots the best. We've got this group, obviously sub MOA, really tight group. I don't have the biggest hands in the world. Don't tell anyone. We have, it does every now and again. I'll get a Wylde group like this. I don't know. I think it's more gun related and heat related. I don't really believe in letting your guns sit down and cool down so you can get every shot perfect. But yeah, there's another sub MOA group. This is a different box of ammo. I think this was 77 or 69 grain. It seemed to like it okay. It shot this horrible group, and then it shot this amazing group. So it's accurate, but more consistency. And I don't know if there's something loose on the gun or whatever when it does that, or I don't know. But all in all, you can expect to really be able to do some good work. You see, all my shots are inside that 2x2 square, though. Every now and again, I'll get an outstanding group like that. You see 5 rounds, like, just for reference. I mean, it's just such a good group, man. I mean, you see my thumb actually doesn't even cover up the whole orange bullseye. So, again, awesome. Every now and again, I'll get these really great groups, and I probably rush shots, but I'm more of a practical shooter. I'm not shooting bench rest. Keep in mind, I like to go this number: sack underneath target, or sack underneath stock, aim down target. For the accuracy of this gun, we're using the Arcan Optics SH4 Gen 2 4x16 by 50. A little bit heavy, but a really, really, really good scope. Girlfriend shoes in the background. Really a good scope. Can't say enough good about it, honestly. I was shooting one of the Vortex PSTs or something like that. Well, you'd know it if you know it. It's like a $600 scope, but it was harder to look through than this gun scope was. It was probably maybe just a hairline clear, maybe just a hair, but not enough to really care. And the reticle with the dot in this scope is just phenomenal. It's so easy. You end up shooting about a dot. When you're looking at the target, the dot's about the size of a bullet, a quarter, just like a little 223 bullet dot that you just put right in the center. And then the Rise Armament 443 or Rise Armament 344, 343, not the 1 series, but the 3 series, really short, 3.5 pounds. That does amazing too. Again, really short, 3.5 pound pull. Once you start putting weight on it, the gun just fires. It's great. I love it. Can't say enough good about it. But yeah, that's probably the realistic, I would say, battle accuracy you can expect from the gun. If you really take your time with your trigger pulls, it wouldn't surprise me if guys were getting half MOA more consistently than I was. And again, we're shooting this ammunition, guys, which is, like the cheap, super cheap, like 60 cents. I think it's $13 a box. And you see the groups we're getting are just phenomenal. I mean, I really can't complain. I really, really am hyped up about this PSA ammunition. It doesn't like lighter bullets. The gun you'll shoot a lot more groups like this with your 72 grains. I think I actually pulled like that one and maybe this one too. There was other people shooting. I'm a little bit jerky. Again, it's more about not maximum precision, but maximum field precision. What can you do if you actually take this gun out there? And it shoots great at 450 yards. It dominates. I feel like if I knew my dope a little bit cleaner, I would even be more capable with the weapon system altogether. But yeah, so if you were on the fence about the Ballistic Advantage barrel, but you wanted a cheap DMR and it's really hard to spend $300, $350 on a barrel. And, you get groups like this with this cheap ammo, this cheap barrel produces that awesome group. 4 in the red, 4 out of 5 in red. And it's 3 out of 5, 3 out of 5 in red. 1 out of 5 in red bight. I think I had to adjust. I was shooting a tad bit high. And then even some other ammos. Again, I think it was the 69 grain OTM. Shot really pretty well out of it. But all in all, that was probably my worst paper. I think that was shooting that new 70 grain Barnes. This gun really favors the heavier ammo. It shoots the blue box ACC, like the blue box 75 grain hollow point boat tail, really well as well. It seems to like that ammo a little bit more than the match. So if you were on the fence about any of these items, I can recommend them all wholeheartedly. So the whole setup of the gun would be 400 in the scope, 300 in the barrel. I mean, I'm sorry, 150 in the barrel, 150 in the trigger, and you have an AR-15 that anybody can get behind and be really effective. Also, the Civ Life bipod, that thing's dope. It's great. It's light. It's cheap. It's affordable. Something you can actually buy off a place called Amazon. Don't tell anyone I told you that they're for sale there. Cheek riser works good, but if you're going to run a cheek riser, you have to run your stock all the way open to get you see the charging handle pushes all the way against it. So bear that in mind. Obviously, the gun was empty because it locked open on the mag. Bear that in mind. It was actually safe to check before I even filmed it. I don't play with loaded guns for my own reasons. Also, a level. The level I like more than I thought I would. It's one of those things where you can take out just a little bit more guesswork out of it. But yeah, I mean, 300 yards, I can hit pretty much, 10 out of 10 on an 8-inch plate at 300 yards with this accuracy. So I just love it. I love the gun altogether. It shoots really great with really affordable ammunition. Anything else I want to say about the reticle is really, really good in this gun. When you put the reticle on the target, it's about like the size of my pinky. Maybe it's, like a quarter MOA dot. You can see plenty of orange all the way around it. So you can really make sure that you're getting off good trigger pulls. And again, it's really easy to get good trigger pulls with this trigger. And it's really easy to be consistent. As a matter of fact, speaking of that ammo, I bought it in bulk because I knew it shot well. And now I was like, I gotta get more of this. It shoots so well. So there you go. 20 round PMags don't actually hold 20 rounds. I had a Lancer 20 round mag. I really recommend the Lancer 20s. And on a DMR, I'd run a 20 round mag because you'd be surprised how fast you can shoot 20 rounds with a gas gun. It's great. I love it. But yeah, that's the main thing. Again, I really like that trigger for $130. The trigger on my other gun is it's not bad. It's a PSA match trigger, and I'd really recommend it for your tactical guns. Is the PSA $90 match trigger. It's 3.5 pounds, so the same weight. It's longer than that trigger. It's grittier than that trigger. But on a tactical gun, it's phenomenal. It's just, on a gun you're actually going to clear rooms with or something that you don't want to accidentally squeeze off around, I would go with either the match or I'd even just go with the standard because for the affordability of being half the price, you can still get down some really precise shots. But yeah, Ballistic Advantage Wednesday. I've got another gun I'm going to review with the Henson Profile 16 or 13 9-inch barrel. So stay tuned. More reviews to come. Like and subscribe.